everyone.
Everybody, good morning, good evening, good day, good night. I don't know. Whatever time it is, I just want to say good to you first. Yes. It's good that you are here, and it's good that you are still alive, and we're happy to be back with you with another revved up conversation. You know, we like to converse.
Yeah, so everything is all good no matter where you are in the time of day or in where you live or how your situation is. So our topic for this week is something that I think resonates with a lot of people, especially it can happen in your personal life. It can happen in your professional life. It's something that I have felt definitely in my years of experience, and I'm sure Stacey as well, and we can share upon that. But the topic for today is leadership hurts. So what do you think that means, Stacey?
Leadership hurts. I'm gonna cry.
Sometimes it does.
So leadership hurts. I think first of all, it does at times hurt. And let's first talk about what leadership looks like. It could look like a mom. It could look like a dad. It could look like somebody who is perhaps in your eyesight, you look at them as a nobody. It could be a president. It could be a nurse. It could be a doctor. The point of the matter is a leader comes in all shapes and sizes. And so we can't, judge a book by its cover. We can't think that just because a person is in this role or is not in this role, they're not a leader. Because leadership is, I think it's something that you're born with. And so you may not, just because you have a title doesn't mean you're a leader. And so in that regard, leadership can be challenging at times because your role is to impact people, and not in a necessarily an overt way like, hey, I'm a leader. Hey, this is how we do things. But you're just showing up in your natural state and giving people tools that they need to succeed. And you're typically doing that. It's like you're the example of that, but in the way you show up. So leadership hurts at times because not everybody wants to hear the message.
That is true. Not everybody is in the right state of mind or even open to having someone else even show some feedback or show a better way of doing things. Like they're too stuck in their way of doing things and they don't want to even hear it from somebody else, even if it would impact your organization or something that you're working on in a positive way. Some people aren't open to it.
Right. They will kill the messenger, and in the name of leadership, you're just really, the goal is to make sure that you are impacting people's lives in the way that they need to be impacted so that they can be better, so your organization can be better, so that you can have, optimum kind of capacity from everybody that you are impacting. But again, there are times in your life, whether it's in your home as a mom leader or at work as a manager leader, or wherever, where you're riding alongside or walking alongside a team that you're impacting, and they reject you. So what do?
Right.
They reject your creativeness. They reject your vision. They reject you. They reject the things that you're saying. And so what can we do with that, or how should a leader respond? What do you think?
I agree. So when it comes to leadership, and especially when it's not taken by your audience positively, there are a couple options, I think. Number one is, and this is unfortunate, but I feel some people do this, is they really take it to heart and then they kind of shrink themselves down. So they say, okay, well, it didn't go the way that I wanted it to be. So I'm not going to try anymore. I'm going to give up. I'm just going to shrink down and just do whatever they tell me to do. And I'm not going to make any waves anymore. So that's your first option. The second option is to just continue being yourself, continue being you, because you are a leader for a reason. You have those traits. You have that innate kind of I guess, desire to do more and to be more and to really lift other people up. So those are things that should not be stifled. So sometimes you rise up and you find another opportunity, or you find a way to get that messaging over to your audience in a more palatable way that will impact them. So maybe you need to change your delivery, maybe you need to change your messaging. And I think that's part of being a leader too. You have to have that emotional intelligence to really know who are the people that I'm talking to, what is their mindset, what are they open to, and how can I make my messaging, which I believe will positively impact my organization or my team, how can I deliver that in the most efficient way?
I 100% agree. And I also know that, as a leader, that you'll have a tribe. You'll have the people around you who naturally just get you and trust you and follow you because you have proven yourself to be trustworthy, to be a leader, to be the things that they obviously that sit with them well. But when you are hurt in leadership, or when you're jabbed, I'll say, it should not change the essence of who you are. You stand firm and most leaders know you stand firm in what you were sent or born to do. And you just understand that some people are in different places in their lives and they're not able to receive your message, but you don't start delivering the message. You just understand that that person or these people, can't receive the message, but you still do, because the people that you are born to impact, you will. That's a fact. And so you can't let, those haters or naysayers or people who are just, they don't have an ear to hear what you have to say. You can't let them change your position. So you ride the wave.
Right. And that's okay. Not everybody has to agree with you. Not everybody, hey, that's life, right? Not everybody is going to come and agree with your opinion or the way that you do things. But I feel like being a leader is what that entails is you standing up for what you believe in.
Right.
That's you standing up for a better way of doing things, a better way of connecting with people, a better way to lead people. That's what a leader is. You have to stand strong, even in, the storm sometimes. That's what it is. And not everybody has that. That's why you're special. That's why you are born to lead.
And you have to find creative ways to deliver messages. I remember somewhere along the line, I heard, and it was probably, when it might have been a family member or somewhere, I heard that every child, my sister used to say this all the time. She was a principal, that every child can learn. They can. You just have to find the best way to teach them or that works for them. So an authentic leader will find ways to get their people to follow them so that they will they can carry out the assignment. You just have to fine tune your messaging. So, it's important. Don't let your feathers get ruffled. When somebody hurts you with words of, well, you don't know. I don't think she knows what she's talking about. Maybe you heard that when you were walking around the corner. You just stand firm in who you are.
And it's unfortunate, but the truth is, even those who have a leadership title, who have that high level title, they don't always know the best way to do things. They don't always know what to do. And even your, entry level employee, they can have specific skills that can really impact a place or a position positively.
Right.
So, good advice can come from anywhere. I think.
And because you have a title, it doesn't mean you're a leader.
Not at all.
That is a fact.
And doesn't mean that you can lead or
you can be a president.
And
you are not a leader.
Exactly.
You could be have the most. You could be a billionaire and not be a leader. You may be a good business person. It doesn't necessarily mean you're a good leader.
Yes, prestige does not equal leadership.
Absolutely, that's well said. So, I think, at the end of the day, you have to really understand what leadership is, what it does, what it says, and who you are. And that means once you are able to dissect, that there are times as leaders you have to just fine tune and change things for the better, including yourself, changing things so that you can be better in the role that you are in. But at the end of the day, you stand firm with your leadership role and how you lead people. But don't let those people make you feel lesser than because they don't accept the message.
Yes, I don't want anyone to ever feel like they are less than and to thereby shrink themselves down to just be like everybody else.
Right.
Because
then you wouldn't be a leader.
You wouldn't be a leader anymore. You would just be a follower like everyone else. And then you would be essentially letting go of your gift or whatever skills that you have that can really impact somebody else. And you're just losing that opportunity.
Yes. Yep, I agree. So, just remember that, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it takes time for people to adjust to new messaging. What they used to hear all the time from one person who they followed, they deemed a leader, and then there's another person that's coming along with a whole different message, and it's being rejected. It's okay. It takes time. But then again, they may not ever accept, and it's okay. You will have those who will. And those are the people that you have to focus on.
Yeah. And when it's the right time and it's the right opportunity and you have the right audience, you'll have a breakthrough.
Yes. Yep. So we hope that you get a great takeaway from Leadership Hurts today, because it does. And I'm sure you leaders out there know you have had many of thorns in your side, but you just carry on.
Yep. Keep up the good fight, guys.
And remember to go check us out at revdupconsulting.com, because we have an online course and we talk about the revenue cycle and how to be your best confident leader. And we would love for you to come and get in on the class.
Yes.
Sign up.
And
today. Bring a friend.
Yes.
And we hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Take care. Until next time.
All right. Bye, guys.